Hey mamas, what's up and welcome back to Motivational Monday. As you guys know by now, it's probably the most informational and intellectual series ever to be on the history of the internet.
Today the topic is school.
Lame. School is something we all do not enjoy, but it's something we all go through, so why not talk about it? Ever since we're wee little tykes, just little teensy tater tots, we have to, get told like school, education, the most important thing in your life. You have to have a job, you have to have a career, you have to have something to work towards, but you don't. There are several career choices that do not require any education whatsoever. So don't be scared that you have to go through school. It's so challenging. You don't have to do it. The first career that comes to mind is drug dealing. I know, like, whoa, drug dealing? Drug dealing. Yes, drug dealing. There's no, application process for that. It's your own business, You're an entrepreneur. You do whatever you want. It's your business. You're the boss. You don't have a boss. You're your own boss. You work at home. You eat at home. You pee at home. You pee in your pants probably because you're doing drugs, I'm assuming. I don't know if they do that, but so they might. If done correctly and you don't go to prison, there's a pretty decent amount of profit to be made in drug dealing. Not to mention you have so many loyal customers who are going to be coming back to you because you're awesome and you sell them drugs and you rip them off. They don't know that, but you gotta make money to afford your drugs that you're selling to other people. But say drugs, you're not into drugs, you don't think that's a good career choice. I have two other options. The second option is being a porn star. I'm not too sure about the hiring process for porn stars either, but I'm pretty sure one thing that is required is no STDs. You cannot have a rotting wiener or vaginal crevice. Keep that in mind. People who sex people's faces with diseases. And on the bright side, it's a very universal thing. Like porn, everyone watches porn. They jack all the time. And also, there's so many different fetishes out there. You can type in any word on the internet, type in fetish. There's gonna be something about it, like pineapple fetish. There's someone who probably craves pineapples and rubs their nipples with them. I don't know. You can find out, whatever you're into, you can probably find something. Porn is a huge section of the internet, and people are on the internet all the time. So I'm sure there's something for you in the porn industry. Just keep that mind open. And the third and final career choice is a hitman. I think this is the most exclusive one to get into because it's, you might not have to be very good at school and have a good education. One thing you do have to do is, be stealthy and a ninja, and that's something I like to think I have in my life. It's not going to matter if you know the Pythagorean theorem when you're shooting a sniper rifle at the president's face. It's not going to matter if you know the scientific method when you're trying to kill a family in a house with a fire. And you're not going to have to know who killed Abraham Lincoln when you're slicing someone's throat in half. These are just facts. As my knowledge, you don't need an education for any of these three amazing career choices. While they might not be the most common of all practices, they're definitely a trade you can get into. I'm not sure which of these three has the highest payout, but I'm pretty sure all of them are going to have a pretty decent one. And for no education, that's just good for you. But I mean, if you actually have dreams that are not associated with any sort of crimes or shameful acts, then you know what? Maybe this next section will help you more. So one thing I wish I did more in school and I didn't really take seriously until my last year or so was my homework. Homework in itself is not too bad of a thing. It's just annoying, you don't want to do it, but you really do need to, and it can make a big impact, especially if you don't do it, because then it stacks up and that's when the stress levels rises. When you're behind on homework, you're not studied for a test, just really be prepared in school. Being prepared in school is the most important thing for me, at least, because that's where a lot of my personal stress in school came from, was not being prepared. Showing up to class, I knew I didn't have my homework done. I'm just sitting there just so anxious because I know I'm gonna be called out in the middle of the class by the teacher and you're a dumbass, where's your homework? So homework, do that shit. Do your fucking homework, you bitch. No, you're not a bitch, you're beautiful, I love you. And yes, actually study for tests. You don't want to have all your nerves and feel anxious right before you're about to take a test because you don't know if you're going to pass it or not. Actually study and pass the test. You have all your resources right in front of you, so always study. Also pay attention in class. I wish I knew some of the things I do now, or just at least was mature. Okay, even though I might be weird, I am kind of mature if I want to be. But just pay attention in class, because it does help a lot. If it's something I care about, I'm always paying attention to it, and I really receive the information. And now that I'm not shy, in my last year, I'd ask the teacher all these questions, and when like in my freshman year in high school, I would not ask the teacher any questions because I didn't want to be judged and I was nervous and I hated school. But asking questions helps a lot too. Don't be afraid to ask questions to the teacher, to your friends, to anybody. Well, maybe not your friends if they're not very smart, then like ask the teacher. But asking questions is actually really helpful. Another thing that helped me a lot through my day was not so much stress-wise, just how the day drones on and on and in. And that is meeting friends and just connecting with people. Like each class I had, I always like knew like, oh man, that's class Nick's in. Oh man, that's class Austin's in. Oh man, that's class this other friend's in. So I can just look forward to that and not have to, just sit there through the class like, fuck my ass, I want you to fuck me open. So yes, get friends and get involved with school. It makes it pass actually a lot faster, and it makes the whole time a lot more bearable. So those are my main two ones. Just stay involved and don't stress yourself out, because a lot of the stress from school comes from yourself, and it's really avoidable if you want it to be. Just, you gotta put on your big boy pants or your big lady bras and take school and just F it in the butthole. Just make it your bitch. Make school your bitch. Stay motivated. Stay focused. Like, your main thing in the class, which should be get down, get your pencil, get ready to take notes, and just, be a boss. And then after that, just make it fun for yourself. But work first, because school and education is really important. It can take you super, super far. So yes, I hope those actually helped out, because just first don't even listen to the first 3 things I gave you. That was just, I don't know, it just came out of me. I don't know why. But yes, don't take my first advice, take the second part, and then touch your wieners to it. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this actually helped some of you guys. Just, yeah, don't pay attention to the first part of this video. Second part for sure. But until then, touch 'em butts.